easy to use.
Yeah, sure. Can you
just don't give it, don't.
Just put a sticky.
Your mic on. We're going live today. Happy Black Friday. Thank you, everybody. We're so happy that you're joining us today. We know that you've got lots of busy stuff going on for the holiday weekend. Happy Thanksgiving. We hope you all had a great day yesterday, whether you were with family or on your own, eating turkey. I only gained 1.5 pounds yesterday, so I'm pretty happy about that. We got lots of people joining us today, Diane.
Good morning, everybody.
We're so glad we've got Diane here today. And she has brought in her famous Christmas album. We probably need to tell a little bit of history about your Christmas albums, Diane.
It kind of started when Jill had her first son, which he's 12 now. So I think this is my 11th one that I've made for her. She loves vintage stuff. She loves mini albums. And it just kind of happened that I started making them for her. And she displays them pretty much year-round. She's got a vintage part in her house that she just kind of lays them out and puts them in baskets and stuff. So the boys go and look at them all the time. And it is fun to go back and look at the albums. So that's kind of how it started, and I love making mini albums. 10 years ago, I would have never said that. Well, maybe 15 years now. But I love making the mini albums. And Christmas is, of course, my favorite.
Hey, Diane, I have to tell you that, let's see, Jane made a comment, glad you're on, I'm bored. I wonder how many people are not doing anything today. And Christy likes your sweater, which it is really cute.
You.
I love the colors in your sweater. A lot of people are saying hello, good morning. This is the day I think a lot of people have been waiting for because you showed some albums, well, a couple times.
Yeah, I did the Halloween album, and then it just took me a long time to make this one. Not that it was complicated. It just takes time to
look at it.
You just have to find time.
Overflowing with fun. So Diane's gonna, if you're just joining us, Diane is here today. She's our store manager, and she's also awesomely creative and makes these albums for her. You're just making them for one daughter now, right? And one for yourself?
Yeah, my other daughter uses some other type of albums that I make for the boys. So anyhow, she makes it every year. Right now.
And you make them for yourself?
Yes, I do.
And then those are her decorations for the holidays. Yep. And then I bet the grandkids love looking through and seeing.
They love going back and looking at them. I really want to go back and do one with my kids so the grandkids can see their parents.
That's a great idea.
Like the age they are now. So I think that would be fun. So that's on my project list, and I'm sure everybody's got lists.
And Janet said she's going to be putting this on the blog.
Yes.
So she took probably pictures of everything. So you can watch for our blog post coming up.
Yep. And you just have to remember, first of all, there will be no kits for this album. We've been asked, but it is not kittable at all. Second of all, I go to my stash, and I apologize. There's stuff in here that you will not be able to get, but you need to go to your stash. And what I do is, first of all, I pick out an album. And this is the album that I chose this year. It's a Graphic 45 album. And I like the size of it. And it comes with
8 1/4 by 8 3/4.
So it comes with all of these papers. It comes with some pocket pages. I chose not to use this. I'll use these in other albums, but I did use the pocket page, I think, twice.
So it has like a little divider on it, too?
Yep.
So it's $19.99 for that album, and it's online under albums and either Graphic 45 maybe, brand?
Yeah.
And it comes in craft also.
Yes.
So if you like the craft cover, you can get it either way.
I chose the red one because I was doing red, black, white, and kind of off-white this year. And the second thing I do is I go pick out my papers.
I'll walk over here to your papers.
And normally I go with one collection because it's much easier to put together. But this year as papers, I get to
You
see
mixed
all
it
the
up,
papers.
didn't you?
When they first come in and I started seeing all these black and white and red papers come in, I thought, oh, that would be fun to show people how you can use different collections. And that red paper on top, again, was my inspiration. I love that paper. It's just a really good red. And then I just went around and picked up all the black and red and white paper that I could find. And they are literally from every collection, Christmas collection. So that's kind of how I got started doing this album. Then the next thing I do is I make a list of everything that I want to make pages for.
Oh my gosh, what a good idea.
Yeah. And I kind of just look at it and make some pages for the different things that I know she will be taking pictures of. So that's another thing. I get out all my Christmas collection or embellishments. I put them in a tin on my desk, and so everything that I want to use, all my Christmas dies, the embellishments, so I get out everything first so I know what I have.
Those are great tips.
Yeah, much easier than having to go search for things.
That's probably a good tip for any project.
Yes.
Whatever
That's the
you're
way
doing,
I
to
work.
just get all your stuff out that you think you might use.
Yep.
And you might use it.
Yep.
There's a lot of people watching. I think a lot of people are really excited today to see your project.
So the second thing I do, you'll see as we go through here, there's Jill has a picture mate too, so I make it for her to make smaller pictures, and these are all the sizes that my picture mate can do. It does the 4x6. So I made a little grid so I can make photo mats to go along with the size of the pictures.
So you make them like a quarter of an inch bigger?
Yep.
And then she can just print the photo and slap it right on there.
Yep. So that's another helpful tip. I made two of them.
Well, sometimes you wonder what size,
Yeah.
if you're making an album for someone else or beforehand, you wonder what size
Yep.
to leave for your spaces for photos, and that's a great way to do it.
Yeah. So we can get started.
Yippee!
The album the cover was inspired by the Tim Holtz new
Is that the die with the bag of toys?
With the bag of toys. That's
There
what
it is.
inspired my front.
So her cover's inspired by this. It's a colorized die.
And I changed
And
it
it's called
out.
Toyland.
I changed it out a little. I didn't want the teddy bear because my grandsons are 12 and 9. So I took out the teddy bear and I added some presents. I added a Christmas tree, and that is from this die. This set of dies is awesome. And we've only got
This is called Festive Things, and it's one of Teresa's favorites also.
We've only got a couple left in stock, but we did order more.
They'll be here next week.
So the tree, I used the stocking, and then the ephemera is from the
Lumberjack Christmas, which is
frames and tags, and the ephemera pack.
so it's from Lumberjack Christmas, and it's perfect for Diane's colors that she's using.
Yeah. And then the Santa Claus is this one. This is the new Tim Holtz. What's it called?
It's called Vintage Holidays.
And I just colored it with, I think, the Tombow markers. And then I fussy cut it out because that does not come with a die. but it's really easy to fussy cut.
It's not got a lot of detail.
Nope. And I put it on watercolor paper because I wanted it a little heavier, and then I pop dotted it up.
Awesome.
And then a Merry Christmas is also on there.
Okay, so there's a Merry Christmas, and it is on the same stamp set, Vintage Holidays. Whoops, sorry, there it is. That's got lots of good little stamps on there, borders and different things, and a background snowflake.
I really like the Santa Claus. And I inked with black soot and vintage gathered twigs to kind of tone down the red. And I kind of did that
everywhere.
Not on I guess I didn't do the back, but I did the sides and the front cover. So those are the two colors that I primarily used for inking, and I ink everything.
Diane, is that Nouveau drops on the little tree trim?
Right here?
Yeah.
No, that's the garland on here.
Oh, okay.
It's really that's really cool.
It looks dimensional.
Yeah. And then you just go to your stash and pull out some whatever you have available. These stars I don't think are available anymore either, but you might have a die that has a star on it. So that's the inspiration for my cover.
And we have one question. Beth is asking if Tombow markers are like Copics, and Tombow markers are water-based and Copic are alcohol ink-based. Yeah. But you could use Copics.
Oh, yeah.
They would be very fine on there.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Ooh, we're opening it up.
So,
I had a preview of this, and everyone who's watching, you are going to love it.
So, I usually always decorate the front and back covers, and this is the first time I've used the Tim Holtz sticker book, and I love it. Let me just give you a little. It's got all kinds of words.
I have bought those, but honestly, I hoard them.
I love them. And then you'll see how I used this sheet of
those
vintage.
remind me when I was a kid.
Yeah, this definitely. And then lots of vintage stickers. And then I love these. So this is what I used on the front. So I put Mom Christmas 2020, and then I wrote, and yes, my son-in-law's name is actually Butter. There's a story behind
that. There might be a question on that.
His real name is Adam, but everybody calls him Butter. Jill is my daughter, and then her two sons. So that's how I address that. So I thought that was really cool. I love that tag.
Diane, Linda has a question about how you inked. How did you ink everything? She doesn't
just
know
with a blending tool, and I don't have any blending tools.
So she used like the Distress ink from Tim Holtz, and you could use the oxide or the regular Distress. There's the gathered twigs, and it comes in black soot, and then there's a foam, like a wood handle with a foam, and we'll have to get one of those to show people.
Okay, and this is a really fun hack, and this was from Tim Holtz, one of his videos. This is just, I don't know, what do you call this?
It's shelf liner stuff, isn't it?
And I put my my ink pads on there, so then when it doesn't move.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and it works beautifully. And I also put it under my glass mat.
Oh, it is very solid. So when you're inking up, it doesn't move around.
I also put a big sheet of it under my glass mat because I have that on my workspace all the time. My glass mat had a tendency to move, and now it doesn't move.
Good tip. So, lots of hearts.
And I bought that at TJ Maxx, and you get a huge roll of it.
Yeah, you'll probably get it at Walmart or Target.
It's very inexpensive, but I love it. Okay, so then this is my first page. The banner is made from the...
I like the rings in this. They're kind of tarnished brass looking.
Yep. So here is what I used to make my banner, and they're so easy because they're sized, and you can...
There's 5 sizes, and so you can mat them. It's called Stacked Tiles Triangles, and it's $16.99.
I would ever use those, but it
So
makes
here
the
you can
best
see
banners.
where she made 2 different sizes and then stacked them because they're stacked tiles.
Yeah.
And then are your numbers from this die over here? Thinlits?
There's other sets of Tim Holtz.
This is called Classic Lower, alphanumeric Classic
and
Lower.
Any number dies will work. I have several different sizes.
Or stickers. You could probably use sticker letters.
Yep. The family memories are from the.
Is that our new stamp
It
set?
is.
It's right over there.
Yep.
That's a memory bound stamp set.
Yep. This is the one set of stamps that I want it made because I use memories a lot, and it's got family. And
Here's a look at it. These are the ones that Dawn's daughter Amanda designs for us. So, and they're $14.99, and they're going to be online under stamps and memory bound.
Okay, so this is one product that you will not be able to get. They're the chipboard quotes from Tim Holtz. He
didn't make them this year.
He didn't make them this year. He last couple years he's done a white set and a red set, and they're awesome. So I bet a lot of you already have those in your stash, and they're just chipboard with all kinds of words.
Or you could use ephemera or something.
You can use whatever words you want.
I wanted to mention this twine that's kind of a jute red and cream, because we do have that by the spool. You can buy it by the foot or by the spool, and it looks like you used it throughout your book.
I did. I love that stuff. Okay, so again, I used a lot of the words. This is from an older set that I have, the black, but then from now on I use the word strips out of here. And let me tell you, there is a word
Did you have
strip.
a lot left
oh
over?
My gosh, yes. I haven't even hardly touched
tinsel.
it.
I love tinsel.
Yep, and this is the vintage tinsel from Primitives by Kathy, and I love it. This is something that I hoard.
So this is $7.99, and does it tell us how much is on here? I don't know that it does.
It might not.
So,
also, the black cardstock I used is this, the 8x8 Tim Holtz. It's sandable, so the craft then shows through. And
so it's called craft stock.
And you can get it just
24
in the black.
sheets for $10.99, and it's all black. It looks like chalkboard on the front, but it's
really
not.
Cool.
So you can see how you sand through it and you get to the craft.
And I did some sewing.
Michelle's asking if there's a pen with embossing ink, and yes, we have a couple different pens that have embossing ink. So you could just call us and we can get that for you.
Blending tool?
Which one?
Can you bring?
A round one?
No, just the Tim Holtz.
Oh, a used one or a new one?
Used one.
Yes.
Okay, so on this page, this is the Elizabeth Craft one. And I made my cookies out.
Diane, I love you cut it out of like a silver paper.
Yes, and that's, thank you.
Okay, oh my gosh. Okay, so we're talking cookies right now. And she made them out of this Elizabeth Craft die.
Right.
We just cut off the ornament tabs.
Yep, they're ornaments, and I just cut the tops off. And and then I used glitter. I colored the clear rock candy with
alcohol ink?
Yep, lemonade.
So she took the Distress Clear Rock Candy glitter, put it in a little container. Teresa showed this with alcohol ink
It's
and made it yellow.
It's real easy to do. Just put a little in a little container, put about 4 or 5 drops of alcohol ink and stir it.
I really love that metal cookie sheet looking page.
And where's the other paper? Maybe behind you. Oh, I used that. Yeah.
Oh, that's what you use for your cookie sheet?
Well, I used big sheets of it, but this
would work also.
Yeah.
This is more that Tim Holtz craft stock, and this is the gold and silver.
Yeah.
So you could use that in a lot of places. Diane, I love that page.
Yeah. And I made the cookies here. Now this red paper is not available. It was in my stash from last year, but you really just use any
paper.
Yeah, we have a gingerbread line.
You could use the Doodlebug paper too. That's small patterns.
Yep. This little guy up here is...
Oh, and is that more of that same paper of Tim Holtz,
Yes.
the craft stock?
Yes, and you can sand that. You sand it down to the craft.
Okay, here's the cookie cutouts. They look like little cookie cutters, but they're flat on one side, which is nice because it makes them easy to attach, and they're $2.79.
And I used mushroom alcohol ink to tone it down a little.
That's a great tip. Paula Cheney tip.
Okay, so I used the whole reinforcers
Here, let me see those.
throughout the book. And for this one, I thought this looked like a cookie. So, and it's on the first set of reinforcement die from Elizabeth Craft.
So if you go to Elizabeth, or go to dies, and then go to Elizabeth Craft, you'll see the reinforcement die. And this is set 1, and there's a second set too. But it's a good idea for your book because it just makes your a little sturdier, your pages.
And I love the way it looks. It just adds something. Okay, so when I started this page, it was kind of, I knew what I wanted to do, but when I got into working it, it didn't work, so then I had to compromise. Oh, it's also this die. I use the Elizabeth Craft dies a lot, you will see, and I know a lot of you have already got them in your stash.
So here's another way to use it.
Yep. So I used this one and I turned it the other way. And I wanted it to lift up, but I thought, oh, that's not going to work. So I had to cut it. And now it lifts up. And it's got a magnet under it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Okay, and these reinforce the tree. I just cut out a whole bunch.
Is that on set 2?
Nope. Nope, it's on a different.
Hey, why, Diane?
Oh, it's on this set right here.
Oh, it's right here on the set with the cookies.
So this is a really good set.
So the cookies, the sideways page, and the reinforcements are all on here.
So I just cut out a whole bunch because I knew I would use them throughout my book. So I just took some scrap paper, put adhesive on the back of it, and
so you just had a pile.
I just had a pile of them.
That's a good idea.
Yep.
Hey, Diane, we had a question about embossing pens with embossing ink in them, and we do have the Tim Holtz Distress embossing pens that you can use and write, and they're $4.99. And then we also have one from Wow. So those should be online under embossing.
Yep.
Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program.
This is the new Tim Holtz label tape.
Oh, and it really is label tape, isn't it?
You get 2 different rolls.
And that is $4.99 for the 2 rolls.
And it's fun stuff because you can cut it
I didn't know
apart.
It really was like the label tape, like from the old days.
It's actually raised. It's actually embossed. Yep. Okay, so
we're getting into some.
Yep, this I made a little mini album. And it is...
So a mini album in your album?
Yep. It is this... Not that one. We don't...
It looks like that one. Doesn't it?
Nope.
You're looking for that.
Lori wants you to adopt her.
Oh.
And she didn't say this, but I'm sure she needs to go back a few years for Christmas albums to catch her up.
Oh, I would love to. When I retire, maybe. This is another Elizabeth Craft die that we do not have. And I'm sorry, I've got them written down, but
We've got a lot of them coming.
Yeah. It just makes a little mini album. And again, I used the tree reinforcements and the circles.
So you put the reinforcements on even where you don't have book rings or whatever you call those rings. Snappy things.
So I, made mats for all of the smaller pictures. So all Jill has to do is print the pictures and glue them on.
That's really cute.
I like that.
Oh my gosh.
And this you could even take out and just make a mini album of all these different pages. Yep, by itself. Okay, so the next page is one of my favorite ones that I made in this book. It started with the Elizabeth Craft stamp.
That stamp has gone reindeer mail.
Yeah, it's cool.
This stamp has gone viral. Maggie did one little thing with it, and we didn't really have them in stock, but everybody loved it, and they went crazy. But we've got them now. It's called Reindeer Mail.
Yep, and I stamped it on the back of the red paper, so it's the back of the red paper. Well, anyway, so it's kind of a pattern paper.
It's got a little pattern kind of going on there.
But I loved it. And then the embellishments are from the Festive Things dies.
She's got a little stocking hat here.
Again.
Oh, you got the stitch slots.
Yep, the presents, the stitch slots I used. The presents are from this die. The tree is from there. The car is probably from one of the embellishments packs.
The car's from one of the ephemeras from
Yeah.
Lumberjack Christmas.
And then I made a photo mat, so all she's got to do is stick a little picture on there. And then
and your page is something special. Do we have that die?
That one back, Katie, with the numbers. Oh. Okay, this one we are sold out of, but there are more coming. I used the page.
So it's kind of cool because you're getting all the numbers and you're getting these little pennants, which you could use in place of the stacked tiles.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And you've got your numbers there, and then this page, which Diane used right here. And this is, what is this called? Planner Essentials 27.
Yep.
So see the little loopies on the edge of the page? It's so cute.
Yeah. Okay, so this is my second favorite page.
On the back?
Here, on the back. I loved the look of this, and I just really went to my stash, and I made a Christmas tree. So this is in the ephemera.
Let me back up. There you can see it. Yes.
This Merry Christmas is on the, Katie, will you hand me the red paper over there?
It's the barcode strip.
Yep, it's the
Maggie's
barcode
used that for some
strip.
Stuff.
Off of that
Here's the red paper. When Diane says red paper, it's this. And let me flip it over so we can see exactly what it is. Here's the other side.
Yes, and I have used the other side in here,
and it's Vintage Artistry Painted Season. And it's beautiful.
Can I interrupt?
Yeah, Katie's got something.
I have some good news.
Katie has some good news.
Tessa's daughter, Sydney, got engaged.
Oh, okay.
Bailey got engaged.
Oh my gosh. Okay, all right. I'm sorry, but we have to stop for just a moment. Katie just came in and she's got some announcements to make. Do you want to make them or?
Go ahead.
Well, she said that congratulations to Tess, one of our staff members that's been here a while. Her daughter Sydney got engaged yesterday.
Or the day before Thanksgiving, and then surprised them. Came to Thanksgiving yesterday with the ring.
Oh, okay. So she got engaged the day before Thanksgiving. Oh, can you hold that for a second, Katie?
sure.
I got to
What
put
would
my
you like me to-
microphone back
Oh,
on.
yeah.
I don't know why I took it off. And then came to Thanksgiving yesterday with her ring on, just to surprise the family. Congratulations,
Yeah.
Sydney and Tess and family. And then the big shocker.
Exactly.
I don't really mean it like that,
No,
but
it is.
Yeah.
but Janet's daughter Bailey got
You're
engaged.
looking at the floor. There you go.
Janet's, I know I can't do everything. I can't do all this. So congratulations, Janet and
Yes.
Bailey and
that's
your
so
family. We're
exciting.
really excited, very excited for all of you.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yay, sorry to interrupt.
So we're going to have some memory bound weddings.
Yeah, awesome.
All right, now back to Diane's book.
Yeah. This is one of the red chipboard quotes. This is out of the ephemera pack, and then I made the next layer out of the metal charms. Well,
Did you put paint
we
on
don't
them?
have any.
Did you put paint on them?
I did.
Okay.
I used the white crayon is what I did.
Okay.
Or you
Distress
can
crayon.
use paint to highlight the words. And then this is out of the sticker book. It's one of the stickers, and I just wrote their names on it.
That's very creative, Diane. Very super creative.
And then this is the milk cap that we're out of. but you can use.
Oh, those would be even
these.
cool.
You can use
What
these.
are those called?
Vintage Flair.
So we've got this vintage flare that would even be more dimensional
It
if you
would.
wanted to use that.
Those would
And
work.
and I've seen where they build a tree with these, Diane.
Yeah.
Like you can put bigger ones and then middle size and then a little one or whatever
they
on
would
top.
Be cool
It's
to
really
make
cute.
A tree. So this is just an idea to use up some of your ephemera, whatever you have in your stash, and build a Christmas tree. And you could, I could have even left a spot in here to put a picture.
Oh,
And
sure.
as I look back, I probably should have, but I liked the way
Nice.
it turned out. Okay, so the next page is the Elizabeth Craft Christmas
top,
tree
up top.
die. Thanks, Katie, for being Vanna. This is a really cool die. I've used the tree. Can you?
Yeah, I can see it. It's the Planner Essentials 16.
And it's got you could do the red truck. It's got these trees are really good.
It's got a tag, reinforcements. It's amazing how they load their die packs with lots of things.
they
Most
are.
companies, they'll have, it's snowflakes and you get snowflakes.
Yep.
But Elizabeth Craft, they really mix it up. I like that.
And then on the back, I used
Is that texture paste?
texture paste
Texture paste.
with my glitter mix on top.
And those are the trees from the same die.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
those
really
trees I like.
Really cool.
So then throughout the album, I put in page 4x6 page.
Hey, Karma made it.
Hi, Karma. These are the snap refills.
They're vertical pocket pages, they're called, and they fit the rings, the holes on these fit perfectly in these
do.
albums.
And as you see, I just took some strips of paper and put it down the side.
I wouldn't have thought of that. I really like that.
yeah.
That's clever.
You can use up some of your small
And then Jill
scraps.
just has to stick a photo in there.
Yep. And then I use some of the words again from the sticker book. And she can stick these anywhere in the book that she wants. So that'll be another place that she can add pictures.
They want you to come to Wisconsin and make the book with them.
Oh, I
Jeannie
would love
does.
to. Wouldn't that be fun?
It would be.
Okay, so Jill does Elf on the Shelf for the boys. And their elf is called Bookie. And then they have Rudolph too. So the first Christmas she did it, the elf was by a stack of books. So the boys named him Bookie.
Hey, that's a good story right there. So not bookie like a bookie then.
No.
From Vegas.
So I took this die cut that we have and I changed the color of the books. These just popped off.
Here, okay.
So
instead
I
of yellow,
changed
green,
it.
and blue, she matched it to her. So you just cut out little rectangles and put them on top.
Yeah. So anything can be altered. This is a page that you lift up, and I used this ribbon and I stamped on it.
Okay, and that is online.
And I stamped it with archival black
Now
ink.
you might have used a die, but you could probably use the Tim Holtz decal trimmer to cut those.
Oh yeah, I did use it.
You used the
It's
decal
one of my older
ones.
Okay, so now I'm just going to give you a quick tip. I printed Elf on the Shelf on my computer, and what I did is I run it through my computer first, or my printer.
On a regular sheet of paper.
Yep, on a regular sheet of paper.
This is a great tip.
And then I cut out the piece that I want to print on, and I stick it. I gotta set this
Diane
down.
only has two hands, I'm afraid.
I stick this down with some tape, and I kind of line it up, and then I run it through the computer again, or the printer again. So that's how you can get words.
Oh.
Thank you. On different shapes of paper. You just use up your scraps. So if you didn't know how to do that, that's
That's a good tip.
That
I think
is
a
a
lot
good
of
tip.
people wonder how to do that.
Yeah. I
Or
do
if you
that
have a
all
die
the
cut, you
time.
can print on your die
Yep,
cut that
you
way.
You can print
Well,
on
Katie just
anything.
went and found us the die set from Tim
Yep.
Holtz, and it's called Stacked Decal. And it looks like you get 5 different dies, 5 sizes, and it's $14.99. So you could use that, or you could use the decal trimmer.
Yep. Okay, so then this page, I was inspired by the stamp that's,
The reindeer mail.
yeah, where'd
I
it
think
go?
it's over there.
This stamp. So I made envelopes.
Oh.
And then I had the boys hand address their envelopes. So this is the oldest, Garrett, and this is Gavin.
Right to Santa.
Yep. And then these little clips are so much fun. They're over.
Hey, Janet's watching. So, Janet, I just want to say super duper congratulations on Bailey's engagement.
Yeah.
We are all so excited.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Neil is a lucky guy.
So then I made wish list tags, and then on the back I had them write their name, and then they will go back and write the things that they want from Santa this year.
Look at the little clip. Let's zoom in on the little clips. And those are called tiny clips. They're called tiny clips, and they are tiny. And they're going to be online under ideology, but I think you could also type in tiny clips, and they're $4.99,
But they are fun.
and you get 15.
Yep, they're really fun. So that's these 2 pages.
And Jean has a good idea too when you're running your paper through your printer is to use your purple tape. You could tape it down with your purple tape.
yeah,
That's a great idea.
yeah, perfect. Okay, so this is another hack that, well, it's not really a hack. It's just a technique that I've been wanting to do and I've never done it, is to cut out words out of a strip. And it's using the sticky grid paper. Thank you. There. Thank you. The sticky grid paper. So I took my alphabet dies, put them on the sticky grid paper, and would take my paper and put it over the top, and you'd run it through. So we'll just do that real quick. And I'm using the self-healing mats. And then you would
Peel it
peel
off.
it off. Peeling everything off.
It's very sticky.
It is, and I've used this. I've only used 1 sheet.
Oh, you can reuse it.
Oh yeah.
So there she cut it out of that red kind of plaid, and then her paper underneath shows through. So if you're here in the store, you can really notice its dimensional.
Yep. So there it is, and then I would take the little pieces out and add for the D and
the inside of the letters.
the inside of the letters. So I thought that was fun. I had been wanting to try to do that for a while. So I finally did that here. And then down here I made my own waterfall, and I made
with
a
the
little
magnet.
with the magnet. This is out of the ephemera pack.
So Katie and Diane are our magnet people. They're magnetic.
Yeah. And just made a simple waterfall that all she's got to do is add her pictures. And to cover up the magnet, I just cut a star and covered the magnet.
Tricky, tricky. So that's from the frames and tags from Lumberjack Christmas.
Yeah, one of them. This is one of the Elizabeth Craft dies again. And this set of stamps is really cool. I use this throughout.
Okay, this is the
it's
Simple Stories. It's Simple Vintage North Pole. And it's a nice size. And I think even if you're mailing your Christmas cards, these would be really fun to stamp on your envelopes. Oh, look at Katie went and got the magnets. So if
Yeah,
you
the
want, if
magnets
you're
are
interested
fun.
in magnets, there's the small ones. Did you use this size,
I
Diane?
did.
Or
I
you
used the
big
small ones.
And then there's also some that are a little bit bigger. And they're both from Basic Gray.
Yep, they're good. Okay, this is just a real simple page using the Elizabeth Craft die.
Got the little word family. Diane, Jennifer wants to know how long it took you to make this book.
Oh, it's if I would be able to just sit down and do it, it would probably take a couple weekends. But I had been working on this for about a month, just here and there.
Because she's been working here a lot.
I've been working a lot. Another thing that I did is, this is one of the chipboard quotes. So on this side, I just stamped.
Oh, I thought that was just part of it.
Nope, the joy, and it came off of,
The same stamp set from Simple Stories.
Yep.
Vintage North Pole. It's got some good ones, even some little icons there.
It's really a fun one.
Katie's looking at it and thinking, oh, maybe she needs that stamp set.
I love these.
Yeah, the little seals.
That's what I bought it for, was the circle ones. Yeah. So this is one of the pages out of the book. So it looks like this to start with.
So it's got like a pocket, and it's got a tab, and it's nice. Oh, it's got pockets on both sides, and it's nice and heavy.
Yep. So I just put paper over the top, used the word strips. This die cut right here is off of the...
Is it Festive Things?
No, it's off of...
Oh, the pocket.
This is another cool...
There's so many. Diane, you must have them all.
I have a lot of them.
So this is Planner Essentials 21.
This is a cool die.
I got that one.
Katie said she has this one.
Yeah.
It looks like a torn notebook paper, and it's got tabs. And where did you use it on here now on your page?
This piece right here, this white piece,
that little piece
is right here.
Oh, I didn't even notice those.
Yeah, there is so many on
it's
here.
It's right there on the outside of those two tags.
Yeah.
Makes this little pockety piece.
Yep. So, and it's just a little tag that she can put a little picture on. And then this is, I made a little mini album in it again. This fabric tape is Tim Holtz new, and we are out of it and cannot get it. So you would just have to use some other washi tape. Or you could use this too. This would make a neat, and just use score tape to hold it on.
Yeah, that would be good.
That would be good.
Yeah.
One for me.
We got another person that wants you to adopt them.
Sure, have a big extension.
Karma wants you to adopt her.
Okay, so on this one, I used the wide, and I stamped on it.
So this fabric tape, and it is fabric, fabric binding or whatever, it comes in two widths.
The
ribbon.
color of it is really good. I just love, it's just a really good
Kind of
red.
vintage looking too.
So here, all she's got to do is add 3 pictures. She can add a picture here. And then I used some other washi tape on the back.
That's cute. And that just tucks right in the pocket.
Yep. And another I used, this is a die cut out of the ephemera pack, and then used a clip.
Juanita, I just love Juanita. She said, I have a ton of dies, but of course not the ones Diane used. So she'll be up later today.
Sorry, Juanita.
I love it.
Okay, and the jewels on here are...
That looks like Festive Things for your wreath.
Yep.
And then the gems. Oh,
Are
it can't be
those.
these gems. Oh
Yep.
my gosh. So it's called, these are the sparkle drops that she used on the tree here. And then she colored them with alcohol ink with red pepper.
Red pepper. That's a really good red for Christmas.
Donna said you could just adopt her grandsons. 2 boys would be easy for you since you've
Yes,
already
it would.
got so many of them.
Look, what did you see what Janine wrote?
Jean said she's too old to be adopted, but could she adopt you?
Sure.
And everyone is loving this, and it's
thank
so
you.
nice of you to share with us. And we have a question maybe we should ask before you get going. Billy Sue wants to know, how do you keep all of your supplies organized for these projects? Such a beautiful album.
Sorry, I had to
See,
get
she
a
had
drink.
to take a drink. This is so involved.
I'm sweating.
And it is. Look at all this stuff. Look at all this that she gathered. Okay.
Okay,
Oops, and now it fell down.
So what I do is I have vintage cupcake tins
Okay.
that I use to put all of my embellishments. So all the little embellishments, like the whatever these are,
Gems.
gems.
Sorry, I was giving Katie a message
The
non-verbally.
metal, I put them in vintage, and it doesn't have to be
muffin
vintage,
tin or
muffin
something.
tin. So they're all right there. I just go through my stash, put everything in these tins, so I have it all laid out, and it's right to the left of
Sounds like you've got a big work area.
I have a awesome work area. My son-in-law made me a huge desk, and I just love it.
I have a big table, but Diane, this is about the amount of space I have to work with because I've got stuff all over everything. You're more organized, I'm sure.
I work on the glass mat too. So if you don't have
so
a
that
glass
keeps it
mat,
clean.
it is awesome.
The Tim Holtz glass media mat is, I remember when he brought that out, he said it's to keep a workspace on your workspace.
It does.
So it keeps it
everything
clean.
off. Except what you're working on. So
Okay, Linda, you said you cannot find the dies under the Elizabeth Craft. I hope you went to shopping and then dies and then Elizabeth Craft, and we can check them after the video also.
And another thing I like to use in my albums is bingo cards. So this one I did for the 24th. I just circled it with a red marker and then put one of the stickers on it.
And if you don't have a bingo card, you can always download an image and print it on your computer.
And this little clip is one that I just had in my stash.
Hey, what about, you didn't talk about this pocket?
Oh,
because that's really cute.
I skipped this pocket. Okay, so the inspiration for this was the photo slides that come in the Christmas baseboard, which we're out of right now, but there's more coming this afternoon. And I took these are last year's pictures of the boys with their
so cute
Santa hats. This hat is really too small for Garrett.
That's why I love it. That's why I love it, Garrett.
It's a funny picture. And then I first sanded this because they're kind of shiny. And then I inked it and I stamped on it. I think
that's a good tip about stamping on those baseboards.
And I did a candy cane over here.
Okay, Diane, we have a couple questions for you. Let's see. Okay, Linda, the dies are sort of weird to find because they show the back of the package instead of the front. So if you know the number, just look for the number and just call us if you have some questions.
Do you want to go over them at the end?
Yeah, we'll go over all of them at the end.
I'll give
And
you,
then,
give them a hack.
Janet wants to know if you plan your papers in order or do you just grab as you go?
I grab as I go. I lay them out on my desk and I just grab as I go.
Okay, and the silver fringe they're asking about is this,
That's cool stuff.
what's this called anyway? Tassel garland, and it's from Primitives by Kathy, and it's $7.99, and we don't know how much is on there, but a lot. Because, do you see an amount, Katie? I don't see an amount.
But it's pretty squishy.
Yeah, there's a lot. Okay, something that I do for all my Elizabeth Craft, because it drives me crazy, their packaging is, you can't really tell what's in it, so I do this. I put a picture, I put the name, and then I cut out all the pieces for it.
So you put the back of the package, and this is why they're hard to figure out. Here's the back of the package. This is that one that we showed that had the little pocket and the tabs, and people have wanted that arrow. That arrow has been sought after. But when you look at it online, unfortunately, the way the photos show is something like this.
And especially if there's words on it, like this one, you can never tell what the
words are
words
hard.
say. So that's kind of what my inspiration was for cutting them out. So I know exactly when I pick them up what words are in there. Yes, and Katie just brought the Avriel. That's what I keep my dies in.
In that plastic pocket with a flap, and you could even put a label on those if you wanted
Yes,
to.
and some of them have magnets, some don't.
This is the extra large size. Is that what you recommend
Yes.
for the Elizabeth Craft?
Yeah, because of the tall dies that are
So
in
they're
there.
the extra large from Avriel, and these are online under storage. And they're $13.99, and you get 50. Whoa, you get a lot of them.
Okay, so this is the die that I made the little album out of.
Okay.
It's this one, and
Oh.
it folds, and it's this number right here, Kelly.
Okay, so if you like the little one that she used to fold, oh, we got magnets sticking to this, Diane. It's $16.73. And it looks like it's got cute trees. I want that one because I want those trees.
Yeah, and it's
Is that a
got-
bingo, Katie? I think that might be a bingo.
Bingo.
Okay. Okay, Lori's not on the tractor today,
Oh,
but she wants a border pack. Lori, I'm so happy you're watching today. I'm not sure what a border pack is. That the die set that has the reinforcements? And Karen recommends putting Velcro on the bags to keep them closed. Oh, that's a good tip.
yes.
So Karen is saying you could put Velcro on these bags if you want to keep them closed. Thanks, Karen. I love that tip.
Okay, so on this,
Oh, I have this stamp at
yeah.
home. Finally, I don't have to
this-
say I want it because I've got it already. Okay, sorry. On this
it's
tag.
really cool. I just bought this, and I loved the way it looks.
It is cool. That's the Perfect Plaids
Yeah.
from Tim Holtz. So if you go to Stamps and Stampers Anonymous or Tim Holtz, okay. We will go over the Elizabeth Craft in the end. And Katie, what did you say?
Lori wants the borders, but those are the ones that we are out of.
What borders?
The ones.
The baseboards?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
Lori, I am so sorry. The baseboards are sold out, but they're coming next week. And Katie's getting your name, and she'll write your phone number down, so we'll call you and hold you.
They should be here today. This
Oh,
afternoon.
today.
We
Woo-
hope.
Woohoo.
We hope.
Oh,
Okay,
gosh,
so
Diane,
this
I
is
wasn't
a
paying
little-
attention. I love that.
And this bead is the Prima little jar.
Okay, of beads. It's on the
not
glass.
sure.
I know right where it is. It's on the glass shelf by above the Wiseman.
Yeah. And then the loopy pins that we've showed several times this year. And then this little tag is from that Elizabeth Craft.
One of the
One of the
Elizabeth
yeah.
Crafts.
So this is what, and you'll be able to have beads for the rest of your life.
And you can color. Yes, share them with a friend or a bunch of friends.
because they have holes in them. I like it because they have holes
and you
in
can
them.
color them with alcohol ink if you
Yep.
want to change the
Yep.
colors. So these are called the memory hardware pearls. Okay, and this
So
is
this the
Let me
little
look at that
tag
little
right
tiny
there
tag.
is this one right here.
wow. That's all I can say is wow. That's number 21 right there.
So this is another one of my favorite pages.
I can see why. I love the slides,
yeah,
and I too like bingo cards. So
yeah. Another place for a picture. And then I've always liked this saying, and I forgot to use it, so I went back and I put it in a 4x6 page refill, and I just printed it out on the computer. And it says, "May you never be too grown up to search the skies on Christmas Eve."
that's really nice.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, Janet is got a comment here that's pretty cool because the beads, you could use these on your ornaments. You know, she did the family photo
yes,
ornaments, and if you
yes.
don't have the beads your grandma gave you when you were 10 or whenever, you could use these,
Yeah,
and they would be perfect.
they would.
Thank you, Janet. That's
That
a
would
great
be
idea.
Very vintage and
Oh, that was Kathy's idea. I'm sorry, Kathy.
yeah.
It
I
was
saw
Janet
that.
and then Kathy said
Oh, they
that
both
also.
said it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, both
Yeah.
of you.
Perfect idea. Okay, so I love flashcards. This is a flashcard that I had in my stash, and it had cookies on it. So then I just stamped for Santa, and then this is the set of dies.
And this is called Fresh Baked Number 1. And there is a Fresh Baked Number 2 also that's
Yeah,
got a
that's up
gingerbread person and some other cookie.
And I think those are on sale.
They are on sale.
Yeah.
They're 30%. Wait, are they 30? Yeah, they're 30% off. And we have flashcards too if you are interested in a flashcard.
They're over there.
Okay, and Katie's going to grab the Christmas flashcard to show us. Here's the other gingerbread and Christmas tree and stocking and another cookie set. And they look like real, and when you put glossy accents on the top of them, they look really, they look like, what's that kind of royal icing? Now this is the flashcards that we have here at Memory Bound for Christmas, and we have them for other collections, fall, Thanksgiving, Halloween, coronavirus. And you just cut these apart, and then you can round the corners and then punch holes if you want to put them in a book like Diane, or just stick them in pockets.
And you know, that just reminded me, I should have made a page for the coronavirus.
Yeah, well, you've got room.
You can go back.
I'll have to do that.
You've got more time.
Put that out of my mind.
You do need to.
Yeah. This is a stamp out of my stash. And I don't know if... Oh, it's this one right here. And I'm not sure if we can get this one.
Diane, I think we should all just give you a big thank you for sharing this.
Christmas nostalgia, but that's
we'd have to see if we can get it. We're not sure.
But the Santa and the sleigh they're really fun. Okay, we're almost done. A couple more pages.
Darn, I think I don't know if people want to be done or not.
This is Christmas Eve page, so I made a page flipper. This die is...
That's a Cottage Cuts die. I see it way over there.
Okay.
Diane's stretching to reach stuff. It's from Cottage Cuts. It's $10.99, and it is called North Pole Toy Company, which is exactly what it says.
Yeah.
And she cut it out, and then she put it on a black rectangle to make it really pop.
And it cuts out really nice.
That's good to know, because we like dies that cut out nice.
Yep. This paper here is Authentique. It's got a green and red plaid on the back, but this is one of the first papers that I saw come in, and I just fell in love with it. I love it. So that's
that opens a little flap.
Yep.
Okay.
Bailey's on.
Bailey's on?
Yeah.
Our Bailey?
Our Bailey P.
Congratulations, Bailey.
Bailey, congratulations. Janet's daughter Bailey is watching.
From Texas.
And she's all the way in Texas. So we could talk. Bailey, do you talk like this yet? We don't know, but we're so glad you're here. And we're so excited for you.
Yes. Another banner using the stacked triangles. Here's a die cut out of that same pack. I use this pack a lot. The die cut is out of the ephemera pack, so I just made a little pocket.
Okay, so what is the die cut out of there?
Right here.
The tag?
This one right. No.
Oh, it's this little curvy one.
There.
Okay. I can't see them all. There's too many.
This has a ton.
So you just glued it down on two sides and made a pocket out of it. Love it.
So this is the back side of the red, and I love that tree. So I made another.
That's
flip
probably my
page.
favorite. I have to tell you, Diane, that's my favorite page.
Yeah.
Let's show your red paper one more time, because this is it also. She's kind of went crazy with this.
Yeah.
We're calling it the red paper. It's not really what it's called.
I think we've ordered it in about
It's
5
Vintage
times.
Artistry Noel Painted Season, and there's the tree that she used, and then there's the rest of it. So,
It's a good paper.
but really, that's my favorite page right there.
The presents are off of the new Tim Holtz Biggs die that
It has a bunch of presents on it.
and we don't have. I'm not even sure if we can get it
I think we
anymore,
can.
but
I think
we
it's on its way.
Okay,
This
so
does some more stuff here, though.
yeah, this is I just picked up at a vintage sale. They were just silver numbers, and that's another thing I do is when I go to vintage sales, I look for stuff that I can use in my albums or my Christmas decorations. This is a little clip. I don't know if I brought any of these over.
Okay, so there's a little clip that she used to hold it shut, and that's from Tim Holt's Ideology also. And we have those. We're going to have to figure out what they're called, but we do have them.
And I made a little flip page. And
oh, those are what I love.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's off that same die.
So number 21, lucky number 21. You're going to get a lot with it, it looks like.
And I used
so there's
it a
that
lot.
little page that she used. That's got like the torn edge.
Yep. What does that say?
Joyful.
Okay, joyful. Those are little flashcards from Tim Holt's previous releases.
From Christmas past.
Right. And I'm sure many of you have that in your stash too. This is a Tim Holtz die too.
Oh, thank you, Katie.
Those are really fun clips.
They're called index clips, and this is what she just showed you that she used to keep her flap shut. That sounds kind of bad, but in a good way. To keep her flipper shut, which still sounds kind of funny, but oh, I love that tree. Oh, I love this too.
Okay, so many of you know I designed a kit for the store using these trees, and I just had a couple left in my stash, so I just added
the little stickers to them.
And I added the little stickers. This star is on one Elizabeth Craft set of dies too. Okay,
Katie, could you get Diane's kit with those trees? Katie's going to get your kit so we can show people, because they might, maybe making a book like this might be overwhelming, but they could make one of those tree things and it'd be really nice.
And here's just some extra pages that I put, and I did all the, put all the little sticker or paper on the back, and she can take these out and add them anywhere she wants to. Yep, in her album. So now this last page, this is out of the Christmas baseboards. This is Jill's youngest son, Gavin, and he is kind of my sidekick. Anytime he's over...
Your sidekick?
He is. He loves doing crafts and stuff, and one day I told him he could come over, but I had to work on his mom's album. So he came in, and he loved using the Sizzix machine. He was my cranker that day.
So he did your die cutting.
Yep, my cranker that day. And so we took a selfie, and I thought, oh, that was so appropriate to put on the back.
That is so sweet. Oh, my gosh.
And then I signed it. So that's a really fun way to end your album. So make sure you always sign it and date it. For 50 years, they'll know who made it. So that is it. That's off of the bottom of the red paper.
The little Merry Christmas right there on her pages. There we go. Okay. Did anybody miss the red paper? Because here it is one more time. And it's got on the barcode strips this Merry Christmas and Merry and Bright, that you don't throw those away.
No, it's
You're going to want to use it. And here's the other side. And it's called Vintage Artistry Noel Painted Season. So we have we've got a lot of that because it's the red paper.
I made myself some red paper.
And
it's good though, isn't it?
So they want to know how you make the small photos, and I.
Well, it's made from my Epson Photo Mate is the one that I have, and it does all of these different sizes. Now my youngest daughter has a photo printer that does 5x7s.
Okay. So
mine does not do 5x7s. But, you know, and mine is probably 3 or 4 years old, so I'm sure there's newer versions out there.
Probably.
And I don't print all my pictures, but when you're doing an album like this, it's so nice to be able to have the smaller pictures. And if I need, I'm making ornaments for my boys for Christmas, so I'm printing some of their pictures, and it's just so handy to go to my printer and be able to print them so you can get your project done.
Diane, I want you to know that Else from Elizabeth Craft Design is watching.
Oh.
So, Diane's one of your biggest fans. She's probably got almost all your dies.
I love all your dies.
And there's just lots of hearts, lots of compliments. They want to know, we want to review the Elizabeth Craft Design dies again Because somebody wants to know what you used for the mini book in there.
Oh, that's the one we don't have, but it was this.
I'm sure we'll be ordering
Yeah.
it. And there's one that's very similar.
It's this number right here.
So it's number 1673. And if you want that, you can just give us a call, send us an email, and we'll hold one for you when we get them coming in.
Yep.
And we're going to review all of the dies and that. And if you have any questions, pop them on here. We'll try to get it all done. I wanted to show this. And it matches your whole project here,
I know.
Diane.
I kind of used the same papers.
So you can tell what she was inspired by this
and
year.
I'm kind of decorating my house in these colors too. This
so
year.
everything. Well, I love that. So this is a canvas 6 by 12 or 12 by 6, you might say, canvas board. And it's a kit that you can get. I'm rhyming today.
Yeah.
It's called Oh Christmas Tree, and you get everything you need. All the little strips of paper, the words. These are little sticks. They are real, genuine sticks, and they're
Duratio
sticks from the Duratio storm we had
Yep.
here in Iowa this summer. And we have those available. They are $19.99, and they're online under shopping and kits and Christmas kits. So if you like the book and you want something to kind of go with it, that's a perfect complementary project.
So just remember to go to your stash, use up a lot of stuff that you have. With these type of mini books, you can add so much fun stuff. You can do a lot of fun different pages, page flips. Use your dies that I know a lot of you have because I've shipped them out.
We know because she shipped them to you.
I have shipped them out to you. So yeah, just go to make sure you use a lot of stuff that you have. And like Teresa said, find dies that you can use multiple times, which I have. So just, have fun. And I appreciate all your good, nice comments. And
Well, Diane, we appreciate you too.
I just love doing
and we really
these.
want to say we appreciate you showing us the Elizabeth Craft dies one more time. I think if you want to go through them. Here's another little postage stamp, North Pole from Cottage Cut. So Diane's going to show us. We're going to just review the Elizabeth Craft dies because I know they're really popular. Oh, and you can even write them down.
Yeah.
Katie suggested that. Thank you, Katie.
Let me open this one up. I can't really tell what the number is.
We carry a lot of them, and I know we have an order. Dawn will be placing an order. That's 21.
Okay, this is Planner Essentials 21, 1739.
And so you can remember 21. That's a pretty important year for a lot of people. And Diane, wait, do the holes fit? Are they universal, the Elizabeth Craft dies, or just some albums?
I used it in this album. I use it in Snap, the Snap albums.
So pretty universal
yes,
then.
They are.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Because this is reinforcement number 1.
Okay, sorry, I was reading a comment. Okay, reinforcement number 1.
And there is a reinforcement 2
Two.
that I don't have here.
Have you bought that one yet?
I have not.
This is the really cute one.
Yep. I've made a recipe book out of this one.
And that's Planner Essentials number 19.
Yep.
That was that cute page that looked like a cookie sheet that you made out of the Tim Holtz silver
Yes.
craft
Yep.
cardstock.
Um,
And that looks like it's number 12.
this is
That's the one I need to get.
yeah, but this one doesn't have the folded one in it.
That was a different one,
That
wasn't
was
it?
a different one. I thought it was out of this one. We'll have to check on the folded one, and maybe Els could let us know.
Yeah,
maybe.
maybe if she's watching.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure that out,
next year.
And here's the stars that I used.
which are perfect for treetops. There's a little tag that says Santa.
So this is 12, 1673.
I like the size. December holiday. I like the twinkle. And if I
And let's see, what is this one here?
those would be that
14.
would be the size for those.
And I use this one a lot. It's got a really good Christmas word in it. And then the ornaments that I made into
I've
cookies.
been trying to stamp all my envelopes with something.
I saw that. That was a really nice one.
I started trying to do that.
Els thinks you had 2 basic dies in that book.
Okay.
So maybe that's what that inside
could
folded
be
one
too.
was.
This is another one that's got some good words.
There's
It's
your
got
cookies.
family, some
That's
cookies.
Essentials 15.
Yep, and this is the one that had the Christmas tree reinforcements.
I'm trying to be.
I can see we're going to need to get another order placed.
This is another fun one. I bought this originally for the truck, which I've used in previous albums, but the Christmas tree is just awesome. I just love it. And then these little trees, and that is 16.
Okay, Planner Essentials number 16. Wow. All I can say is wow.
And then this is this stamp from Elizabeth Craft is awesome. And it is CS141 Reindeer Mail.
Reindeer mail. Donna says she thinks the mini album die is Essentials number 13.
Okay.
So we'll have to look that up.
13.
Diane's writing. Diane, in case you don't know, Diane's our store manager, and she's the one that holds everything together here at Memory Bound.
I try to be organized.
So she does an awesome job. So,
Okay.
and then they said they could not find this online, and we'll check on that, but that should be online under Collections and Simple Stories Vintage North Pole.
That's a new one
So
this
that's
year.
new,
So
it's
that
this year,
should be.
and we can confirm that. So wow, I guess I just want to tell everybody thank you and for watching today.
Well, thanks
Oh,
everybody.
and Elle says it is number 13.
Okay.
So
thank you very much for checking.
Thank
on
you,
that.
gals. Thank you, Diane. It's amazing. You can tell by all the comments and the hearts
Thank you.
that everybody loved it. Congratulations to our newly engaged
Yep.
Memory Bound daughters. We'll call them our Memory Bound daughters. We're so excited about that.
Have a
And have a
happy
great
and
weekend.
safe, holiday season.
We are open today till 4. We've extended our hours today by 1 hour, so we're open till 4 today. Oh, Katie looks surprised.
I was too.
Yeah, I think we're open till 4. And we have all of our sale items are still set up, so if you haven't been in or you're not sure, you can even shop online. You can go online and go to memorybound.com and go to shopping and then look at specials. And in the specials, click on the turkey and you can see all of the fabulous deals that are still going on through Sunday. So thank you, everyone. Happy Saturday. Thanks, Diane.
Thank you.